Hello and welcome to my diagnosis story, which is sort of the first in a few videos I'm going to make detailing what's been going on with me over the last couple of years. So I was 55 and suffering from really bad night sweats. I assumed it was something to do with menopause. I was already on HRT. But as I also had a bit of a lingering cough, and I remember some backache in the lumbar area of my back, I decided to go to the GP. So visited the GP and got my HRT changed, put my HRT up, and because my cough had been going on for more than 3 weeks, I was referred for an x-ray, chest x-ray. So I was able to go for the x-ray next day. It's kind of a drop-in here in Swindon. Basically I had a phone call that afternoon from my GP saying that they were referring me, something had showed up on the x-ray, and they were referring me under the cancer 2-week process, not to worry too much. And they were booking me in for a CT scan as well. Now, I had access to those x-ray results via the app for my surgery, and so I read in great detail about I think it was a 10 centimetre lesion, and it was actually all quite scary. It wasn't like a tiny little thing showing up. So I remember my CT was booked for 2 to 3 weeks, but then I had a cancellation. Went and had the CT, and the same day I had the CT, I was walking my dog and got a phone call from my GP again saying they were having to do my referral again, and I got very confused thinking that it had been lost or something like that. And she said, no, we've got to refer you to urology this time. I remember I was in the woods and completely lost it, really. Went to see, the GP said to come in and chat. It wasn't the best thing to do over the phone. And yeah, she said something had shown up in my kidney. So at this point, I went home, straight on the internet, really, as you shouldn't do, but as I did, and I thought that was it. Basically, cancer in 2 places meant it had spread, and I'd had it, effectively. So obviously my husband knew at this time. I had 2 children, one living at home and one at university. We obviously didn't say anything at the time. I needed to know what the plan was going to be. So a couple of weeks after, I think, the CT scan, I went to see a urologist, and he said, look, we're convinced it's pretty clear you've got a 10 centimetre tumour on your kidney and multiple lesions on your lungs, so not a lot he could do in urology. So I was referred obviously to oncology, and I saw the oncologist the following week, and yeah, he confirmed that. I forgot I had a biopsy at some point. That's right, I had a biopsy, but I think that was just confirming what they already knew. So yeah, renal cell carcinoma that had spread to my lungs, and as it turned out, also to my bones. So I had some in my ribs, my back, my ribs and my spine, which probably had been causing some of the backache as well. So it was pretty bad. I had like the lowest score that you get on these various scoring things. The oncologist told me it was incurable but treatable. I didn't really understand what this meant at the time, but all I know is within a couple of weeks I was having my first treatment at the hospital. So the time frame was amazing. Everything seemed to happen pretty quickly, but really still at this point, sort of when I start treatment 6 weeks in, I'm still thinking, I really don't have very long. If you Google it, how many people survive 5 years with advanced kidney cancer is not great. But what I didn't realise is that there are these amazing new treatments called immunotherapy, which I'm going to talk about in my next video, that is completely changing the landscape for people with kidney cancer and various other cancers. Now, I was surprised at the time that they weren't going to remove my kidney with the main tumour. But the oncologist had said that because it had already spread, removing the original tumour wouldn't make any difference. And he wanted to get me started on the immunotherapy as soon as possible. So that was it, my diagnosis journey back in February 2022. So we're 2 years after that diagnosis. So as you can see, my initial thoughts have been proven wrong. So yeah, I'm going to be doing a few more of these little videos. I hope you find them useful, interesting. Message me, let me know if there's anything I can do to help answer any questions. Thanks.